Hello everyone. I'm just in my little creative space that I've created for myself. In a bit of a already hectic room. Give me a second. I'm trying to rearrange a few things. I'm taking a quick break because this room still has a lot of work to do. This space is still temporary, but I'm still thankful and grateful for it. So I am not going to complain at all. So let's get into today's topic, shall we? I need to upgrade my I knocked off my little smoke bath I had coming over here. Got my backflow incense over here, y'all. I'm here for it, okay? That's what this is. I'm here for it, okay? So today's topic is inspired by, praise the Lord. Y'all, I just paid my car note off. I'm over here scratching out my to-do list, my financial to-do list, and I am ecstatic, okay? So today's topic is about self-love, okay? And that is inspired by my self-love candles that I made last night. Now, that's not the first time somebody's made for self-love candles or a product or, make mention about something like that. Ooh, yeah, I just love crossing off stuff on my to-do list, my financial to-do list, because it's nerve-wracking because you're like, I gotta spend money on these things. So the last thing I have to pay for is my trip in October, Lord willing that we can have this trip in October. But okay, so self-love. It's a very important thing, and I know there's many topics. I've even done a video on this already, a separate video on how it's important for self-love, but this one's a little more specific. So, talking on the importance of having self-love and what does it look like to be fluent and present in self-love. I'm not going to keep this too long, but I do want to freely speak from the heart. Okay, so the importance of self-love, okay, is the similar importance to having self-respect. It's similar to having self-respect. I'm not going to edit it out. We all make mistakes. And part of that is coming from knowing yourself. Okay, and knowing the highs and the lows and the dark, shadowy places and the lights of yourself and your character and in your life, your experiences, okay? And loving yourself through all of that. Not over it, not around it, not underneath it, but through, okay? The only way is through. So, it's very important because if you're constantly fighting yourself or repressing yourself because you haven't dealt with some things from the past, or you refuse to look at some experiences you had and the negative emotions that it has left on you, and those negative feelings that is left on you, you're going to be fighting yourself. You're going to be fighting yourself continuously. You're going to be wondering why you keep reaching and hitting stumbling blocks, okay? So it is very important to do that shadow work, is what we call it on the spiritual side of things, because I haven't decided which page I'm going to post this on. Doing shadow work is a great part of the experience to self-love. And another huge part of that is, before you can start any of that really, is knowing yourself and being honest with yourself, okay? So now we have a little bit of a background on why it's important to love yourself. Because you don't want to be the one getting in your own way, okay? You really don't. You don't want to be the one that's getting in your own way. But I digress. So, what are some ways that we can do self-love practices? Now, I know my ladies, we love having a warm, relaxing bath. We like flowers. We like lovely light scents. We like having moments of silence, and this goes for everybody. So guys can do this too, right? And guys can have moments in the tub or in the shower, on the toilet, whatever. You can have your moments too, in the car. But what that looks like is whatever it means for you to have a moment of peace, to have a moment of relaxation, to have a moment of honesty, to have a moments, really, all of these is not just a one-time thing, it's a continuous practice. Moments of reflection. Were you happy with your day? Were you happy with you contributed to your day? A lot of times we look at the outside influences of how other people treat us and how other people affect us in many ways in our day or in a certain moment or over your life, but we very rarely as a collective actually take a look back at ourselves and how we acted and how we affected our own lives and the lives of others. Okay, so I know this is taking probably a dark turn for some of y'all. Y'all probably like, well, I clicked on this video to know about self-love, but self-love and self-care goes hand in hand, okay? Because if you love yourself, you're going to take care of yourself. If you love your pets, you're going to take care of your pets. If you love your children, you're going to take care of them, okay? Now, another part of that is how you take care of them, okay, or yourself. Some people just go stop at the physical layer. Okay, well, I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to take care of my skin. Or to go inside of it. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to exercise more. But what about your spirit? What about your soul? What about your energy? You know, it goes deeper than that. And some people, they watch this like, well, I'm Christian. Okay, I believe in God and I praise Him every Sunday. So why not on Tuesday and Wednesday, Friday, Saturday? We can go through all the days really if we want to. Yeah, this video is a little bit of a call out for everybody because it's self-awareness. Going back to that first thing, self-awareness is a big thing, and having those moments of reflection. So you've been honest with yourself, and in order to be honest with yourself, you have to be aware of your tendencies and practices. Okay, all of this, I promise, all this is going into self-love and to self-care. Once you learn how to view yourself holistically in a 360 view from an outside perspective and not just your side of things, and sometimes for some people they need to learn how to view themselves from their own perspective instead of seeing how everybody else looks at you. How do you look at you, right? Yeah, some people have different views there, viewpoints. It's not all about, well, I think I did a great job. Sometimes it's like, well, I did this and I didn't receive the praise I thought I was going to get, so maybe I did a terrible job. Stop worrying about what other people think. Okay, that's a message for some of y'all. But let's get back on the point of self-love and self-care. Loving yourself is knowing yourself, being honest with yourself, having periods of reflection. Loving yourself is being honest with yourself. I know I've said this so many times, I just said it twice. Being honest with yourself, acknowledging yourself, okay? Not just seeing your flaws or your errors of your ways and beating yourself up. That's not a part of loving yourself, okay? That's a part of acknowledging who you are and your experiences, but beating yourself up is not going to take you anywhere, okay? That's not loving yourself. Yeah, you can say, oh man, that was such a bad idea. Oh, why did I do that? I was not thinking when I said that. I was not thinking when I made that decision, when I made that call at work, or when I said that to my child, or when I said that to my spouse. I was not thinking. And that's fine. To acknowledge your wrong and your hurt that you've experienced and that you've inflicted on others. That is completely fine, okay? That is okay. But what happens after that is the part that's not okay, where you begin chastising yourself and beating yourself up. Oh, I'm this terrible person. Oh, I'm never going to do anything right. Oh, how terrible that this happened. How do I allow this to happen? Oh my God, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop yourself right there like, ooh, that was a bad idea. Ouch, it hurts. That's gonna sting for a little while. Let me work through this, okay? Loving yourself is not running from your pain and your sadness and your depression. Loving yourself is sitting in those emotions. It's like we want to dwell in the happiness, because some of us, we fight those happy times too. I'm trying to get too deep because I feel like I'm picking up on some energies and I'm telling you about this stuff, but I'm gonna keep it smooth. So basically, loving yourself is healing yourself. Okay, so yeah, you made a bad decision, and it affected not only you but other people negatively. So what did you learn from this? Okay, that should be your next step. Is ooh, so now I know. Okay, that should be the next thing that comes out of your mouth when you're like, ooh, I messed up. Ooh, I hurt their feelings, and that wasn't my intentions. Like, ooh, this happened, and that was not a good thing. Oh, I should have done better. You should have, baby. You should have. Maybe you did all the things that you could do. Okay? But that's another topic for another discussion, because some people need help in that department too, but we're going to get there later. But the next step should be, now I know that. Now I know this. Now I've experienced that. Now I have learned from this. How do I move forward? Okay? That should be your next concern when you go from, who I fucked up, to now I know how not to fuck up. Or now I know how to fuck up, and let's focus on, but not too long, but let's focus on, how do I make this right? How do I make up for it? If it's a situation that you can't make up for it. And the next thing after that is, okay, so how do I move forward? What did I learn from this? How can I apply what I learned? Because as teachers in school, in grade school, college especially, some in high school, I'm just roping in high school, grade school, but grade school is K through 5, but we know that. It's more like, how can I move forward? How can I apply what I learned successfully, effectively? Okay? That is your next step. So all of these things, I'm digging in deep and I'm breaking some concepts down, but all of these things come together as a part of your self-love and self-care, because you have to own it. You have to own yourself. Stop worrying about what other people think, okay? And how they, and what they're doing and how that's affecting you. What are you doing to yourself? Are you loving yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Not just on the physical, but on the spiritual too. Not just getting your hair and your nails done. I know I miss having my nails too. It's not just, I'll work out and I eat healthy. Yes, what you put in your body, mentally, physically, and spiritually, is what's going to keep you healthy and alive as long as your time is here. Okay? But let's get into the habit of self-love, of owning ourselves. So if you're already there and like, oh, I practice this all the time, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I got this. Cool. Great. Continue it. Make it a practice. Make it a habit. Okay? It can be weekly, it can be monthly, you take care of yourself. Part of that self-care and that self-love is taking time away. Whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's 3 days, whether it's a week, whatever it takes. Maybe it's 5 minutes a day of just pure silence, where you can meditate, you can just breathe, you can just be, you can scream, you can yell, you can be angry, you can be frustrated, you can be letting all of this shit out. Just give yourself that time daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. I would never suggest monthly unless it's something like really big that you do. Maybe it's like, I'll go to the sport, I'll go full out monthly, something like that. Work within your budget and what you got. You know yourself, because knowing yourself is a part of loving yourself, okay? So that's all I have for you today. I can continue this. Anything you want me to touch more on, or anything you resonated with you, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll keep moving my hair out the way because there's a lot of hair. But I'm open to discussion. So yeah, I look forward to reading your comments on this. And this was kind of a global perspective, because usually when I talk about things like this, it's more on the spiritually focused things, and I don't want to lose too many people with getting confused in lingo and language. So if you liked my way of explaining this, then let me know. If you didn't, if you want me to touch more on something, also let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.